If you had 24 hours to live, what would you do? You, my family.
The
Get
person
caught by
hates.
the police. Write a note that says police brutality. Okay, so someone said, I'll finally visit my BFF's house.
Ooh.
2, I'll hug my whole family. And 3, go to the beach at night.
Oh.
Tell my crush about my feelings. And
I'll
bring
tell
her
my
to the
crush
top of the
too.
mountain to see the beautiful view.
Aw.
Go skydiving in the middle of the ocean and disappear.
That would be easy. I don't think I'm really scared of dying right now. I've lived a really good life. Even if I die today, I feel like I've left a good legacy. The thing I must do is make a post and tell people not to cry about my demise. Because the thing about somebody dying is the people that are living that would mourn, that will feel the pain.
Hi guys, welcome back again to another video.
Welcome back.
So how are you feeling today?
I've been good. I mean, I have something that happened in my house today. Like my switches got burned, so I don't have electricity in my sitting room right now, but it's minor. Apart from that, my day has been good.
Okay.
Yeah.
I kind of had, I wouldn't call it a rough day, but it started out rough and then it ended in praise.
Interesting.
Yeah, I made a new friend today,
Ooh.
like an elderly lady,
Aw.
because I went out to see if I could get some interviews.
Yeah.
And one of the people I met, I can't remember how old she is.
Yeah.
But she's from UK, and then we just talked about life.
Yeah.
We talked about when she was young
Aw.
and how she traveled and all of those things. So it made me very excited. And then I ended up interviewing her grandson,
Yeah.
whom she brought, she brought him here for his first vacation in Berlin, and it was good. So I had a good day as well.
That's nice.
So,
Cheers to your new friend.
there was this day, I think I was doing a ride along with one of my friends in Netherlands.
Yeah.
And I asked her this question: if you had 24 hours to live, what would you do? So
24 hours.
yeah, so let's say for example that like God just calls you, Ochoma, you have just 24 hours to live.
God has done it. I would be so happy to like have
Know that
24
you're
hours.
going to
Exactly. It's not that I'm going to die, because I feel like there are so many things that I would fix in 24 hours. Let me say something that happened recently, actually.
Okay,
You know,
yeah.
24 hours seems so calm.
Yeah.
So I went to Nigeria recently. I just got back last week.
Yeah.
And in the event of being in the country, like there was this strike that lasted for more than 48 hours. Like there was total blackout in Nigeria. So the flights
whole of the
were,
country.
yeah, I had gone to the east and I was supposed to take a flight back to Lagos, and no local flight was flying at all. So and my flight was supposed to be in the afternoon. So I found out about the whole thing late. And I had a flight to catch, like to come back to Berlin the next day. So I have to be in Lagos that day, so
Wait, like you got to wait. So you got to, what time was your flight?
So my flight was supposed to be for 12:45.
12:45 in the afternoon.
In the afternoon.
Immediately you got to the airport, they told you could not fly.
So like the airline had sent me a message in the morning that because of the strike, they don't know the situation of the flight. So I was still hoping on maybe like they would
Something will
possibly
happen.
still, exactly. So around 12, they now officially sent us message that the flight had been cancelled.
And
So I
then
said,
you were leaving Berlin the next
I had
day.
to leave that particular day because I needed to be in Lagos. I was coming back to Berlin the next day,
Oh my
know.
God.
So
I wouldn't know what to do because she's in the east and traveling from the east to you're going to fly from Lagos.
yes,
It's not a funny journey.
it's not a funny. So
It's a very long journey, over 8-9 hours.
yeah,
Right? Yeah.
the last time I made that journey would be like more than 5 years ago.
University.
Yeah, exactly, during university time. And I was panicking because I feel like the route wasn't so good.
The safety as well.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I ended up going to the park and meeting other people who were like missed their flights as well. All of us were going to be traveling out of the country. So we are going back to the US, UK and all of that. So about 5 of us, we decided to like hire a Sienna. So when we hired the Sienna and we are going back to Lagos, by the way, that particular day was sit at home. There's something they call sit at home in the east, where there's no movement in the east for every Monday.
Yeah.
So like
I hate that thing so much.
I don't like it
I
at
don't
all.
like it. Like I just feel like people are wasting money. Is
They're
going like
wasting
what are you
their-
sitting at home for? But anyway, we'll get back
But
to
yeah,
that.
exactly. So that was happening. So which meant that there were less cars, less vehicles on the way. And then I remember a friend of mine, the friend that hosted me, was suggesting that we should hire a private car. And I'm like, okay, maybe it's the fear of Nigeria, but because of the hardship, like there's high rates of kidnapping and all of these
theft.
things.
Yeah.
And it's common to hear that there was an accident on the road.
Very common, yeah.
So you can understand my fear. So, but because I needed to be in Lagos, we had to like jump into this vehicle, into this Sienna, and started coming back. So everybody in the car, we are panicking because these are people that had their American accent. So if anything was happening, there's no way you can hide
You cannot
it.
escape it.
Exactly,
Oh
they know
my
where
god!
you're
Like
coming
once they
from.
hear that foreign accent, you're gonna.
Exactly.
You drop 30 million naira, you're a goner.
So I remember this particular older man that was with us. Like he first of all went to change his outfit
Oh
to
my
look a bit
God.
like he's a surgeon.
He's just so sad. Like it's really sad. Like we're laughing now, but it's really sad.
I'm
that
laughing because
you have no safety.
I survived it. Yeah, exactly.
exactly.
So like he went to like disguise himself a bit. He went to wear this, shapeless coat just to look a bit less comfortable. I pulled my wig. I tied this very
I'm so sorry.
So I had to pull off my wig. I tried to look homeless as much as I could, so that they don't recognize us and all of that. So we got into the car. Everybody were panicking. I took the driver's number, sent to my sister. We took our manifest. Like everybody wrote down their names and their next of kin and all of that. Their emergency
I
contacts.
can imagine the fear.
Everybody were like, we are making calls in case it was your last time. Do you know? I wasn't thinking it was going to be my last time, but I was panicking that, okay, what if they kidnap us? I sent the company my sister's number. I sent my sister the login to all my accounts because I didn't want to. I've been working so hard, so I didn't want everything to go to
take the money. Yeah.
Do you understand? I sent her the login to my property management, to my finance app, and everything, so that if anything happens, the money won't be like going to waste. And I deleted all the transactions, like all my bank transactions, so that in case, I was just thinking of all the security measures, so that in case they kidnap us and they take my phone and try to check my phone, they won't see anything. So I was just thinking of like to make sure that if I had a way, I think I probably would have told my family that if anything happened to me, don't cry, don't worry.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Because I feel like that's also what I would do. Like I would just give all my details to my sister and tell her these are the login details.
Do you understand?
These are like, because that's what I do.
So that at least if anything happens.
No, up to now I still do it. Like where I tell like my sister, like, okay, these are the things I own. These are the things I have. In case anything goes, like I've already made her my next of kin.
Yes.
Since I don't have any kids yet.
Yeah.
So like she knows, because you can actually go out tomorrow and something.
Do you understand?
I'm sure that there are a lot of people that, sorry for cutting your story short, I know you'll go back to that. I'm sure that a lot of people that their money, probably their siblings or parents' money, they can't trace it.
Yeah, exactly.
Nobody knows.
Somebody can argue that, okay, in your bank, when you're creating your bank accounts, you have dropped your next of kin. But if anything happens, it's to the benefit of the bank.
It's to the benefit of
the
bank.
They hardly like tell, like pay
and not just that, like there are some people that are not very close to people, so they wouldn't even know. Okay, banks, but and funny enough, like the way the internet is going, a lot of people don't even have bank accounts in terms of like traditional banks. A lot of people use all these like TransferWise, Revolut, Bank, all these things that are not like
digital apps and all of that.
Exactly. So a lot of people do crypto these days. People do stocks. So people might not even have an idea of which trading app are you using for your crypto or stock. So someone could die and maybe this phone gets missing, and that is how that asset will go.
Yeah.
And your people will be suffering. All the hard work you've done, nobody's eating the money, and probably the bank or the people that run the app.
I feel like for bank to even pay the next of kin, you have to initiate it. But if the people don't even know what you have, how would they even try to make the initiation? Yeah.
All right. So please,
anyways, that was it. Like we are panicking and everybody we are making their. I remember one of the people in the car, because we couldn't take the manifest at the bus station, so we had to do it along the way. So when it was his turn to give the travel company his details, he didn't want to, because he was like, we are coming up with all the conspiracy theory, like what if the bus company would be the ones to like tell the kidnappers about where to pick you and use the number to call for ransom and all of that,
because it could happen most times. I remember back in the day when they used to rob banks,
somebody always give them the information, exactly,
they are taking this route. So
the fact that there were fewer vehicles on the way, I feel like it scared me a little bit, because I feel like it would be easier for kidnappers helpers
you
to just
have helpers.
Exactly. So, but immediately we got on the way, we started feeling like when we saw that the road was actually very good. There was this very bad route at Ore that like it had caused a lot of
Ore has
accidents.
always been.
But it wasn't so bad this
They
time.
fixed it?
It wasn't bad. Like we really had a very safe ride.
Really?
And yeah, I'm saying this because I survived. But when we were on the
Yeah.
journey, it wasn't feeling the same.
I can't remember. The last time I took that route was probably 2016.
Yeah. So, but long and short, we got to Lagos in less than 9 hours, and we got there safely. And okay, nothing happened. I had to go and delete like all the things I sent to my sister until next time. Yeah.
Okay, so now I'm happy. I'm very grateful and happy that you're here.
Yeah.
Because if not, this channel wouldn't even be existing anymore. So I would now go back
We
to
made
my
it
question.
happen.
Yeah, I'll go back to my question.
Yes.
If you had 24 hours to live, what would
I've
you
told you what I would have done if I had fewer hours.
Yeah.
Now, if I have 24 hours,
Yeah.
which means that I have more time to even, I feel like I'm more concerned about using whatever resources I have at that time to like help as much people as I can. I'm doing that in my own capacity right now, but it's different from like using your entire savings to like, establish people. So I feel like that is one of the things I would do. Another thing I would definitely do is to make a post. I don't think I'm really scared of dying right now. I've lived a really good life. Even if I die today, I feel like I've left a good legacy. The thing I must do is make a post and tell people not to cry about my demise. Because the thing about somebody dying is the people that are living that would mourn, that will feel the pain. So that is what always bothers me. If I have a way of telling people not to cry, trying to tell them that I died happy, I feel like that would be the most important thing to me.
This thing you said is also the same thing that I believe. Why I try to tell God to please keep me alive a little bit longer is because I want to help more people.
Yeah, exactly.
I want to make sure that my siblings, my people around me are okay. Like when I get money, what comes to my head is
who to help. Yes.
Who needs help more than I do?
I actually get what you're trying to say.
I don't require much to be happy.
And you know within yourself that you can always survive anyway.
Exactly. Do you get
There's this thing that my mom told me when I was still in secondary school, because there was a time I challenged myself to pay my school fees. My school fees back then, it wasn't even so cheap, But then I saw how my parents were really like, they sent us to the best schools. So I told them one time that I wanted to pay my school fees just to like appreciate them. I did that once. I did it, all those money that they would dash you where you go for Christmas and all of that. Yeah. So I paid my school fees like 3 times, and my mom told me one day that like the reason she likes me is because I can survive anywhere I find myself. She said that. She might not remember that she said it, but anytime I remember it like
it helps you.
Exactly. So I have that feeling that okay, I will be able to survive anywhere I find myself. So even if I lose all the money I have today, I feel like I would still find a way to survive.
I always say the same thing to like money, survival. I think one of the things that really did that for me was growing up as a first daughter.
Yeah.
Became very independent at a very young age.
And became responsible for the younger ones too.
I have 5 younger ones. I kind of support. All my life, I've been responsible for a lot of people. So most of the times when I get something, or like me trying to make a particular amount of money, it's just because I know a lot of people that need my assistance. And sometimes when I want to slack, I remember that there are some lives that depend on me and I can't really mess up. So I have to work to provide for these people. So if I have 24 hours left, I'm not scared to die. Like you said, like I have lived a very good life. Maybe I've not attained the type of wealth or whatever I want to achieve, but I'm proud of where I'm currently at, right? So if I have the 24 hours, I will not be scared to go. The only thing I'll just worry that how would the people I'm going to leave behind cope?
Yes.
When I'm not around.
That is what really bothers me a lot.
So what I would do, this small chicory change that I have gathered in this earth, I already know how
I'll write a will on how it should be distributed.
I'm not even writing a will, I'm transferring it immediately.
I'll be sure that it gets to them.
Exactly, because you don't know what will happen. Maybe when you leave it in charge of someone else and the person I can manage it the way she manages it, and then the person just focus on themselves. But me, I know the people that I would that money
that really need it.
Would go a long way. So first of all, I will distribute all my assets. Then, if God can magically bring everybody I love and care about, stay in a very big house where we kind of cook, eat, play games,
so that you have your last best moments.
Exactly. I would eat my best food. I'll lick ice cream. I love ice cream a lot. I can't.
If we can be on phone massive when I tell them, oh, bye bye.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I want to lick ice cream that day. I want to eat my best food.
Only ice cream.
I want to the cars that I love so much.
You want
I want
to drive
all the cars I love so much. I just want to be around the people I love so much.
That part of telling them not to worry is so important to me, because
I've lost the thing is that they will worry.
Yeah, I've lost 2 people in my life, right? And I lost my dad some years back again. And what pained me about my dad's death is not because he died, but sometimes I wish he told me that he was going to die. Jige, I didn't have the last moment.
You know this thing you said now? Yeah, reminded me of my dad, because I lost my dad last year, and when I went back home, I had to go to his room because I wasn't. I spoke with him a day before he died. But I wasn't with him in his last moment. And I just felt like I knew that he had a lot to tell me, or maybe a way to encourage me, to tell me that do not worry. Because my dad had always said that he would die a happy man, because he did the best he could for his kids, and he really did. So I just wish that probably he would have just maybe said, because he was so grateful to us, exactly, for how we also came back to pay forward all the hard work he did. So I'm sure he probably would have said, I'm so proud. He kept on saying how proud he was.
If my dad said that, I wouldn't be feeling the void that I feel right now. Like, if he had said, oh, my daughter, like, I'm dying happy, don't cry about me, I would still cry. But then
at least when you remember it will help soothe the pain.
Exactly.
Yeah, so what I did was I went home, I went to his walk back to see, all these movies.
Wrote you anything.
I took his hard drive.
Oh my God.
I saw 2 hard drive. I took it. I couldn't open the hard drive in Nigeria because I didn't have my Thunderbolt.
Yes.
So when I came here, I checked the hard drive. I was still work related. There was no message for my kids, no video, no goodbye video.
I think I did something similar when my dad died, because I had gone to his room and I wasn't looking for what he wrote for me, but I was looking to see if he had a diary. Like,
that was what I wanted
to know how he felt.
Exactly, me too. I wanted to know if he was very happy. Because he wasn't feeling so well before he died. If maybe the sickness made him very depressed, or if he was happy that his kids were thriving. I just wanted to know where his headspace was at before he left. That was just, I wish he knew that was his last 24 hours. I wonder what he could have done differently. I probably would have flown home. I would have flown that day back to Nigeria. But then I saw some other things that people wrote that...
Let's see their reactions.
Okay, so someone said, I'll finally visit my BFF's house.
Ooh.
2, I'll hug my whole family. And 3, go to the beach at night.
Oh, the person wants to die at the beach.
I think so.
Okay.
Then another person said, eat delicious food, sleep more peacefully.
I didn't think about the food parts.
Oh God, I will eat because I know that it's meaninless. So I'm going to eat till I throw up because I love food.
But then
so
if it's meaninless to eat at that time, I feel like I wouldn't bother. Because I don't want to be stressed when I'm dying.
No, I will eat. I will lick ice cream. I will eat, I will drink. Oh my God. Then eat delicious food, sleep more peacefully, pray to God. And
I would definitely pray to God.
Someone said,
well, and then I would try to like repent of my sins, because
I feel like for God to have told me that I have 24 hours, I already have good relationship with him. It should just be like, maybe when you're not closing your eyes, please accept me, Lord, and forgive my sins.
God, I'm coming.
Okay, so another person said, well, all 3 of mine were to go to Queensland and see all my BFFs that I left when I moved, and I can't get over the border because of COVID. That's why. Then someone said, tell my family that I love them. Tell my crush about my feelings. I'll tell my crush to the top of the mountain to see the beautiful view. This is nice. So someone said, 1, cuddle my kids.
If I had one,
They're the reason I get out of bed every day.
Wow.
Then someone said, play with my best friends, enjoy some happy time with my family, go skydiving in the middle of the ocean and disappear.
That would be easy.
That's nice. I think mine, I just want to sleep.
Yeah.
Because that was how my dad died. After going to toilet to pee, he just came back, he closed his eyes, and I really like that he didn't have to suffer so much to die.
Because that pain, that last pain is what bothers me. So I'll be like, what was the person feeling? What if he was crying or sad?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So someone said, dance for 3 hours straight. rob a
that's
bank.
that's
I think I could also
why are you
rob,
robbing
I think I could rob a bank so
to
that I can
share
share
people,
money
right?
to
Okay,
my,
I see.
since when I die, like there is no.
What if they catch you?
Don't catch me, Sha. Then someone that said, like, the person that said, okay, rob a bank, then spend the rest of my time with my family and friends. Then someone now said, spend time with my family and friends, think about my life, and then listen to the
What are you thinking about your life?
Exactly, because you're going
What
to
are you
die.
doing with the memory? Exactly.
And then someone that said, and then the last one, you know, said, listen to depressing music and fall asleep to never wake up again.
I don't want to die sad. So why would I listen to depressing music? I would rather be dancing, and then when it's time, I would just fall from my dance.
Someone said, kiss every boy I see. Is cute.
That person has a shower spirit.
And then get super drunk.
Yeah.
Jesus, someone said, kill my family.
The
Get
person
caught by the police. Write a note that says police brutality just before dying so that they will arrest the police people.
So the person hates his family, his or her family.
I have no idea.
But some people do actually. Some people
do. You know, so the thing is, like, there are some families that are quite toxic.
Yeah.
So because they say family,
it's not like safe.
There are some families that are toxic, and when you hear stories, you're like, why are you still with your family? Like, I'm just we're blessed that our family is very healthy, but there are some people that come from, imagine a family, maybe let's say a father rapes a daughter, and the mother abuses the son.
How can you call that a family?
You get? So when you
my idea of a family is actually people that have my best interest. If my current family didn't, I wouldn't call them family. But luckily for me, they do.
So that's why when I say cube family, probably maybe the person is being abused in their home.
Yeah.
Then someone said, come out, tell everybody how I feel about them, finally be happy with myself and love myself.
If it's the people I don't like, after telling them how I feel about them, I will forgive them. Because I don't see why, honestly, like, I don't see why people should be sad in life. So whatever you've done to me, I would forgive you. And just
my friend, I asked my friend, would you ask for forgiveness?
Yeah.
For this? She told me, which is less forgiveness, that she's too young, and if you cannot forgive her, then you're the problem. And why would she waste her 24 hours asking for your forgiveness? And no, she would just go and spend time with her loved ones. Yeah, so that's it actually for this. Some people want to travel.
That was quite interesting.
Yeah, that's it. So guys,
for the people that wanted to just travel and do all these fun things, it goes to show you that some people don't have problem.
So yeah, people. It's very interesting, the dynamics of people's lives.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah.
So I would want to know in the comments, you listening, if you had 24 hours to live,
what would you do?
What would you do differently?
Yeah.
What are you going to do? All right, guys. Thank you so much for listening, and make sure to leave a comment if you have any, and like the video. And please subscribe to our channel for more content like this.
So also follow our accounts on Instagram and TikTok. And we are going to link the handles on the screen. So
thank you so much. And we'll see you in our next one.
All right. Bye guys.